they're poisoning me off, and they're poisoning my livers with chemicals and feces and things like that. And they're using the outhouses from constructions, contractors and stuff like that. They're passing all that stuff around from where my uncle is working. Where my mom says we have an uncle that is working with the contractor, all that feces and all that stuff from the outhouses is being passed around in the food productions and the food products all over Frito-Lay's in Wisconsin, Beloit, South Beloit, and then they're sitting there cleaning up after themselves before law enforcement fully catches on to what's going on. And there's police officers pulling strings away and pulling allegations to pursue for themselves and quitting their jobs. There's people joining the law enforcement, paying attention to those situations going on, arguing them around me purposely through the radios wherever I go. And then there's this white dude feeding me feces and fecal matter and his sperm and bodily fluids, and then playing grandmaster and holding himself back behind all this violence and hostility going on. Sarah Daddy also is aware about it, and they're basically all in dispute and awareness about this, and they're playing with my conscience and manipulating and psychologically trying to drive me to where they want me away from their business. And I don't want to get into their business, but they're feeding me feces every day and laughing at me and listening through the electronics and radios. And as they slowly stop talking and conversating, they're leaving the radios alone and electronics alone that they talk to, saying that they don't want nothing to do with the companies or compensation, anything like that. They're being scared out of well-deserved compensation. Trying to get pushed out of deserved compensation and any charges that I'm trying to pursue people for. They're pushing me away from them. Law enforcement, police officers as well too. And they're doing all that every single day for the past few years and continuing. And they're ending my social security and permission to work. All these white people around here are sitting there playing that game, staying quiet, letting these Mexicans and their kids and people play that socialism game to be able to get to antagonize me and scream at me and talk to me and agitate me, and then let people just read off of what's going on with me, all the frustration and all the stress that's being caused onto me. And they're sitting there publicly exposing me and making fun of me and embarrassing me every single day. So all my employers that have employed me and are employing me are taking phone calls from these racist bike riders and these white people and all this dispute that's going on. Basically, somebody that's involved with the dispute, and then bringing that socialization around me. After I come in the job, they're allowing other workers that are involved in that dispute while maintaining their distance, that